This right here is the wide body Dodge Hellcat Redeye SuperStock, and this thing is nuts. This paint color also goes crazy, and these lights from Lighting Trends goes crazy. But the crazier thing is the owner right over here, superstock_Uman on IG, handed me the red keys to this thing. And yeah, this guy's a G for this, because I haven't known him for that long, but he's like, yo, Nanu Garage, take him. And I was like, oh, bet, say less, man. So we're gonna be getting this thing out on the road. Extremely excited because I haven't driven a car part of the Mopar family yet. I've driven so many cars, gotten a ride in a regular Hellcat, non-wide body, but I haven't driven a Mopar yet. I've driven all these other supercharged vehicles. I've driven every single LT4 motor car before. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna see what this car is about. Exclusive Hell Raisin paint, only made in 2020, 807 horsepower. Damn, this thing is gonna be so much fun. Damn, that thing sounds good. 315 square setup on here. These are the Demon wheels on it. So let's go ahead and hop up in here. Damn, we got the Hellcat puddle light. Dyna Performance steering wheel. This thing looks nice. Ooh! Unlock all 807 horsies. Dude, that's wild. Oh my god. Put it in second gear. This thing spins in like fourth gear, goes sideways. That's so fun though, because these cars, the cool thing about it is it's so playful. Like in a 350, once you get in the power like that, in my Shelby Gt350, and you get sideways, you need to stay on the gas until it's straight and let off right away and get out of it. But this car, you can stay in the power, give the input on the steering, and it goes where you want it to, as long as you know the basics of car control. And the transmission's really responsive too. I wouldn't say it's as fast as the GT500s, but it's really like, it's close. Oh yeah, this transmission's a phenomenal transmission too in this manual mode. Dude, I love how the trans is so quick in this. I was able to hit another upshift that quickly.
See, but it actually wants a hook. Now.
Yeah, now it actually wants a hook a lot better. It can still turn, but it's, you know, it's obviously like when you think of a Mopar, the handling's not going to be great.
It's a boat.
It's a boat, yeah, but it's still like,
it's a fun ass boat.
It's a fun boat. Like I expected, here, one sec, let's just. I expected it to be like just awful.
So when I first bought the car, I was like, well, this is just gonna drive like shit, right? Like, it's not bad actually, bro.
It's not terrible, yeah. I thought it would be just awful, like awful, because everyone talks about it being like a boat. But I mean, you gotta expect that. It's just simple physics. Any car with this much weight's gonna be tough to handle and stuff, but and this thing moves so good. All right, I'm gonna go back in the track mode out of the custom mode and see how it hooks up in track mode now that I know how it hooks up in that other mode. And you're definitely moving a lot of weight. Now I'm starting to feel it when you're braking and slowing down and stuff, that weight transfer coming forward, but that power is just, it's crazy how this car keeps you on the edge of your toes. You got to know exactly what you're doing and when to do it. Otherwise, it could get sticky quick. The cool thing about this car, after driving a Shelby GT500, which is, I guess you could say, is this car's competitor, the Shelby GT500, you feel a lot of like, I guess you could say numbness when you're driving with the suspension. It's extremely quick, but you do not at all know how fast you really are going in that car. You kind of look down and you go, whoa, I'm going that fast. This car, you really feel the speed that you're going. Like, it's nuts. You feel that. You get pulled back in your seat. You get pulled back in the 500 too, but this thing just feels so different. It feels so connected. Like, the transmission, just whenever you want it. The exhaust sounds great. You have the supercharger just screaming up front. Yeah, that's just... So the GT500, I guess to put it in better words, because I need to explain this to you guys, it's just, it feels so smooth. After I drove it, I was kind of, the one disappointing thing about it is I felt like you just didn't feel the speed that you do in like the GT350, for example. But this car, you feel the speed, and that's a problem with some of these modern day cars, is you don't feel the speed that you're going. This is 807 horsepower, but it feels 807 horsepower. My friend, when I drove his, he was running octane booster in it, and it was roughly 800 horsepower that it was running with that octane booster, and it did not feel like 800 horsepower. But this thing, feels like 800 horsepower. It feels phenomenal. You get thrown back in your seat. I'm gonna be completely honest, because I like to be an honest car reviewer. I didn't understand the hype about Hellcats. I was like, why would you get it when you can get these other cars that I guess can handle better and they're as fast in a straight line? But once I got the GT350, I learned that it's about the experience you get behind the wheel of the car. And the experience behind the wheel of this car is just, it's unmatched from any other car I've driven. It's just like a pure, like raw... It's a pure, raw American muscle car. It's heavy, it has a lot of power, and it feels like an old school car. Like, when you're in an old school car, it spins, it doesn't have insane refinement. This car has the perfect balance of refinement, and let me throw this guy out of his seat when he tries to floor it on turns and tries to floor it without hooking up properly. It's just... it gives you just so much feedback, and great feedback too, and it gives you just so much, I don't know how to explain it. It's just... yeah, right? It hooked. Yeah. It's so playful, like it just...
It wasn't play. Yeah, you went on play.
Yeah, like in other cars, like you'll freaking, like you'll spin off the road, you'll be done after that. But
your red car pops a lot.
SRT Redeye red key, bro.
Wide
dude,
bodies on wide bodies.
Wide bodies on wide bodies?
Were you spinning?
Yeah. But it's so playful, like it's so fun when you spin in this car, because like in other cars, like the GT500, you just put your foot down, no matter what, the car does everything for you, you know, you just keep on shifting, you shift, you know?
It's all computerized. It's just like,
it's so computerized.
It's all real muscle, like.
Yeah, this is real muscle American car. That concludes the video right now with the Hellcat Widebody Redeye, really long name. I'm a Mustang guy, so I can't fully say the name. SuperStock. Bro, every time I make a mistake, these guys, like, they're whispering, SuperStock, So it's a SuperStock, it's a Redeye, it has 807 horsepower.
It's a fucking SuperStock, bro. My SuperStock.
Yeah, it's this dude's SuperStock. One of 192, and it's one of 192 as an owner who's freaking like dope as shit, who let me whip it. Like, I'm meeting him for the first time today, and he's like, yeah, he handed me the keys. SRT Redeye red key. I keep on thinking of that line in my head. It's so cringe. So I understand what these cars are about now. I think it's really cool how you can lay onto the power and you have that raw, just muscle car experience, like an old school, where it slides around, it throws you around. It's it lets you do what you want to do. It's playful, but it's not like all these modern day cars where you build it with all this power, but the way the car stays on the road is with the computer controlling it. But they built this car to be that without a computer, it will be able to control on the road. But some of these cars nowadays, like, I straight up have to say it, even though I'm a Mustang guy, a GT500, for example, if you turn off all the electronics in it, that thing will go ballistic on you and it'll be so hard to drive. But this thing, all electronics off, you can actually drive it, you can actually control it. Yes, it's a boat, but it's one fun ass boat. Would I get one? Before I filmed this video, I didn't see the point of these cars. I probably would have said no, I would never buy one. Now, I seriously, like, if I had the money to get in this and add to my collection, I think I would definitely look into getting one. So make sure you guys all like, comment, and subscribe. Owner of 6 Stance, owner of the SuperStock, Redeye Widebody Hellcat, Dodge Widebody. This thing's nuts. So big shout out to him. Go follow him on the socials over here. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
SRT Redeye red key. Might be ugly, but my bitch precious. She ain't even sneeze, but still I bless her.
SRT Redeye red key, bro.
SRT Redeye red key.
What are you spinning?